Story 1. AITA for refusing to cancel my bachelorette party and saying our wedding savings is my fiancé's problem? I, 26F, am currently engaged to my fiancé, 28M, and we're supposed to get married in 2 months. We've been saving up for our wedding and honeymoon for the past year, putting aside a significant portion of our income to make our special day perfect. We had about $10K saved in the account. This weekend, my fiancé had his bachelor party, and I was totally okay with him having a good time. I even helped plan it and made sure everything was organized so he could enjoy himself with his friends. Fast forward to this morning, and I wake up to find that our joint savings account has been completely drained. He spent all our savings on his bachelor party. When I confronted him, he said he got carried away and didn't realize how much he was spending. He admitted that he paid for his friends' expenses too, thinking it would be a great last hurrah before we tied the knot. I was furious, but tried to keep my cool. I told him that he needed to figure out how to replenish the savings because we still had wedding expenses to cover. And blew up about how could he spend $10K over 2 days. This weekend is my bachelorette party, which has been planned for months. My 4 best friends have already paid for their share, and I budgeted carefully so that it wouldn't affect our savings. We're going to a Michelin star restaurant in our city, renting an Airbnb, going for brunch in the morning at one of my favorite restaurants the next day, and I rented out an arcade in our city with unlimited tokens and bought a ton of junk food and candy for all of us to share. Altogether, it was less than $400 a person, including the price of the restaurant, Airbnb, arcade rental, brunch and Ubers, with myself spending $1.5K of my personal savings. But now, my fiancé is demanding that I cancel my weekend to show solidarity and help us save money. He says it's only fair since he made a mistake and we need to cut back on expenses to recover from his spending spree. I refused to cancel my bachelorette party because 1, I didn't blow our savings, he did, and 2, my friends have already paid for their share, and I don't want to let them down. He's now calling me selfish and saying I'm not being supportive of our future together. He's even gotten some of his friends and family involved, who are siding with him and saying that I should be more understanding and cancel my bachelorette weekend. I get that we're in a tough spot financially now, but I don't think it's fair that I should have to cancel my plans because of his irresponsible behavior. I suggested that he could maybe sell some of the stuff he bought during the party or pick up extra work to make up for it, and that it is not my problem he blew all the money, but he says I'm being unreasonable. And that's the end of the story. Is OP the asshole? Story 2. Would I be the asshole for divorcing my wife because she cheated at her bachelorette party? Title sums the situation up pretty much. I and my wife are both 35 and married for 8 years. Happy relationship, happy life, stable finances, a good house, and both working. However, this changed for me last year when I learned she cheated on me at her bachelorette party with a dancer, stripper. I learned it because I found some questionable videos on our old drive. She did not deny it or dismissed it. On the contrary, she was extremely apologetic and told me she'll do her best to make it up to me. I have no reason to think she cheated on me after that instance, but my trust is so broken that I cannot build it again. We are on marriage counseling for 7 months now, and I do not think it's working. I cannot see the relationship in the same light. I know we had a great life, we were planning to conceive this year and everything is stable, but I cannot change my emotions. I started considering divorce for real and lost on what to do. Would I be the asshole if I divorced my wife for that reason? And that's the end of the story. Story 3. Boyfriend is going on a bachelorette trip with all females. So, my boyfriend has a female best friend. She recently asked him to be in her wedding as the man of honor. She also has a maid of honor. One of my best friends is also male. Both of us are okay with having friends of the opposite sex. But I don't text my male friend daily and talk to him all day. We check in on occasion, hang out on occasion, and I typically always try to include my BF in the hangouts. My boyfriend goes out to drink with his female friend, S, and never invites me. Now, he's invited on a bachelorette trip, weekend, getaway with a house full of females and drinking. This makes me extremely uncomfortable, and I've mentioned that. Not to mention, I've never ever had any romantic feelings towards my male friend. He admitted to having feelings for his friend in the past. He brushes it off and acts like I'm overreacting. If I went on a bachelor trip with a bunch of guys for a weekend, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be cool with it at all. Edit, ladies and gentlemen. By all means, I appreciate both takes. Am I just being insecure, or would you not be okay with this either? Update, the battery was dead in his vehicle when he tried to leave yesterday. Then he got a flat tire right before he got home. Karma got him for something. Okay, I know this isn't the update you want, but it's hilarious. And yes, I'm an asshole for saying that. We'll try to actually update soon. Last update, we got a chance to talk in depth. He actually made me feel really good about everything. Calmed my fears. Told me he actually got drunk and cried to all of the girls about how much he loved me, etc. Bought me a cute little shirt. All good, right? Plot twist, I find out a day later that the bride's fiancé showed up unannounced to the cabin. There was no bachelorette trip. It was literally just the two of them. Needless to say, I'm single. No idea if the wedding is still on. I blocked everyone. My ex-BF was supposed to be in the wedding. So WTF. What the actual F y'all? Sounds like his life is currently imploding though, so I'm just gonna let karma keep sorting this out. Think he lost his job because he couldn't show up due to his truck issues and is probably going to have to move in with his mom. We had initially been talking about him moving in with me. Phew, and this is all in the last week. And that's the end of the story. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Is OP the asshole? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to support me.